Hey everybody, it's Bud and Gwen.
It's Bud and Gwen.
All right. Hey.
I'm laughing. No.
It's okay.
Stop again.
All right. We'll cut right there. Hey everybody, it's Bud and Gwen.
Hi everyone.
Hey, today we want to make a video about what a couple goes through for their K1, K2 green card adjustment of status,
which is
interview.
also known as the I-485.
Yeah, the I-485. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see. Our current status. Hey everybody, it's Bud and Gwen.
Hi everyone, it's Bud and Gwen. Okay.
Today we want to talk about couples that are going through the K1 and K2 process for their interview in front of that immigration officer to either be approved or disapproved for your green card. It's also known as
the I-485, which is adjustment of status.
Yeah.
So what did we do? What are the steps that we took before officially filing it? So of course we came here through a K1 and K2 visa. I have 2 kids, and then we have arrived last year December, yeah, 2024.
Right.
And then after like a few days of arrival, we went to have our applied for a marriage license, and then scheduled our wedding date. And then after all that, first thing we did was, of course, apply for the Social Security. What else?
Right, Social Security, and then driver's license. There's a lot of stuff that we should probably cover, but maybe we'll do another video on driver's license.
So
we'll do another video on the driver's license for Gwen. So we'll talk about how she got her license here in the States and what are the requirements, how long does her license last for. So that's a whole different topic. But today, definitely the green card, right?
Adjustment of status. Okay,
so we reviewed YouTube videos over and over again, right?
A lot of videos, and also in filling out the form I-485, it's actually, at first I found it difficult, but yes, with the help of our friends and watching a lot of videos, and also joining like a 485 adjustment group, I have come to know the important information that I really need to fill out to put in that form. So Bud is always busy, he's working, so it's just me and my friend. Shout out Lily and Howard, thank you so much.
Lily and Howard, thank you so much for helping us.
For always helping us. And also there's Deborah from Chicago.
They're in the States now. I think one's in Chicago, one's in California.
Yeah, Howard is from California, and then Lily is from Chicago as well.
Chicago.
Now, kidding aside, to be on a serious note now.
And let me tell you, guys, if you're going, obviously you're going to go through the process with your wife.
Of course.
And when she's in front of that or interviewer for the green card, you're going to be questioned as well, right? Because we watch all these videos.
Either wife or husband,
Yeah. But the guy, see, I speak on the guy's side because, the guy's probably working full time. Look, the wife just got here. She's not going to be working right away. Let's be honest. So the guy's going to be working nonstop. He needs to have time to memorize so many important dates, such as your in-laws' birthdays.
Okay.
The family members, Filipino families are huge.
Okay.
Right? So she has 7 siblings. You got to memorize their names. Maybe not the first and last name, but definitely the first name.
Okay, yeah.
So, we watched a lot of YouTube videos and they had no K2s. They had no children.
Yeah,
I didn't see any children on YouTube.
Marriage based without children.
So I think we're the first ones with children that are involved in the interview process. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I haven't seen any YouTube videos.
Yeah, because we were trying to search for that.
So it's always couples. There's no kids.
Okay.
So we have kids. So those of you that have kids, listen to this.
Okay. So we came here again via K1 visa with K2, of course. We filed it April 14. We sent it through USCIS.
I think it was United States Postal Service.
Yeah, and the lockbox was in Dallas,
Texas.
Dallas, right. If I'm not mistaken.
So a lockbox is pretty much where it's going to go.
Yeah.
You know, those of you
That
going through the process, you know what the lockbox is.
Yeah, that depends on the area
Where you live,
Yeah,
right?
in the state where you live, and you have to just follow that lockbox. So
We're in Central Texas, so it's going to Dallas.
yeah, so we sent it April 14,
Mm-hmm.
April 14, 2025, this year.
Yeah.
2025, and then after that,
Then we had the biometric schedule.
yeah, after like a few, April 22, okay, we had received an email because we made an account in USCIS, which I know you guys also have that now. So yeah, after 2 days for them receiving our application, yeah, they have scheduled us for a biometrics, and that's April 25th. We were scheduled to have the biometrics May 12th. Yeah, May 12th, and I think we do have a video.
We do.
May 12th, we went there. We did not bring our K2s, and then what do you call that? Once we got there, well,
We didn't bring our K2s, meaning our kids.
Yeah.
Right. Those of you who have never even heard of these Ks before.
Okay.
Right.
So after the biometrics, we received an email or a notification that says that our 765 or employment authorization is already approved. So that's 2 days after.
Okay.
And then May 20th, I think we have received our card,
your employment
the
cards.
actual card. And
It looks just like a Visa card, right?
looks like a Visa card, yeah. After that, 7 days after, May 27, we received another notification that we are scheduled to be in person, like to attend an interview. Although we are expecting that, we are hopeful that we may be, what do you call that, exempted in the interview, because they would see that we have been together for 8 years now.
Now it's been told that President Trump, of course, is in the office, so he's by the book.
Yeah.
So there's no more exemptions for that. Now President Biden, I believe, when he was in there, he was giving out exemptions. No, that's just the fact.
Okay.
Now that Trump's in office, he's not doing that. So everybody, from what I understand, everyone's going to have to go to an interview, no matter how long you've known each other.
I know.
Now, depending on what happens during that interview, the officer might be quick because she knows she's wasting her time or his time, or they're going to ask you a bunch of questions, and we're going to give you guys information on what we went through here shortly. But yeah, so you're going to be interviewed no matter what.
Okay, so my hopes were so high.
Yeah, she was hoping. Like,
I was like, let's pray
So was I.
Let's
don't wanna
pray
go
for an exemption. But then, we weren't exempted, and so we had to prepare for our interview.
Yes.
So first, let's talk about the documents that we need to bring to the interview, because we have forwarded certain documents together with the initial filing.
Right, we mailed off
We mailed it
all
off.
the documents that she had put together for this interview.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, I'm going to give her 100% credit, because I didn't do a darn thing when it came to the documents.
Because you're working.
I know, but I mean, she did it all. She organized it, she labeled it, and you guys listen to her when she's telling you how to label it. Large, bold, black letters, and it's not just for your own personal usage. But when that interviewer sees you and you start putting out your information, right away they're going to notice that you are organized. But she'll tell you all about that.
Okay, and then first I have to prepare my paperwork. I need to submit original and then also a photocopy. I know you guys are aware with that. So a original photocopy of course, my birth certificate, passport copy, and then my arrival and departure card. It's in here. And then my K1 FTP, which is from the Philippines. It's like a
K1 FTP.
Yeah, it's like a notice from our embassy in the Philippines. And then my divorce decree, because I'm married before.
What?
Ooh, you didn't know that? Yeah, I was married before, and then divorce decree of my husband here, because he was previously married as well. My gosh, you are. So yeah, the K1 FTP, we need that, and then our DS3 025 3025 vaccination, and then the copy of I-94, my SS card, Social Security card, my employment authorization card.
And get that right away. Those of you into the country, first thing, man, get that social.
After
you get married.
You get married,
know.
okay. So even though I wasn't asked to bring the notification letters, the I-797, I have brought all that, and of course my credit cards, the receipt. Not the receipt, but the, what do you call that? When they
Statements?
give you,
Your credit card statement?
not statement, like the letter containing the card itself. I just brought a copy of it with my
the joint credit cards?
with my family name.
Yeah.
Your family.
You want all the
name.
proof. Credit cards, the bills, the statements that you get monthly. And especially now, real quick, let me go back for a minute. When the Social Security card, of course, you get that after you're married. But you want to get these very quick because she's going to see, or the interviewer, him or her, they're going to see the dates. Like, okay, let's say you step foot into your interview on the 1st of the month. Well, they're going to say, wow, you just now got your social? Why did you just now get your social? If they see that you got your social right after you were married, that looks more organized. They're going to look at that.
True.
All right, just want to throw that out there.
See how bold the letters are, because I need glasses when I read. So maybe this also will help you like see it right away, so you don't need to just look and then waste time in doing that. So it's organized. Like,
it's organized.
Yeah.
And also, it's so the black bold letters, they're catchy. When you put it on that person's desk, they're going to see it right away. They're going to know, oh man, these people,
So
they're ready.
I have like 4 of these, like for him, for Bud, for me, for my 2 boys, and then another one for the marriage evidence.
Yeah.
A lot of evidence. So so I have mentioned what I have prepared for me, my file, my evidence, and then now for the boys, just a copy of passport. Same thing with what I have, and except our oldest is entering college, so we had to also include that because they would have this is for the K2. They were doing this for the K2 as well because he's currently applying for university, and of course we want the USCIS to know that he is productive, that he's here because not only because I brought him with me, but he's here for education.
Yeah.
He's here to be a family and also to fulfill his dreams. So we brought his admission letter for the universities where he applied.
He's doing something. He's putting out his applications. He's contacting colleges, and we have all that information that we had that for the interviewer.
Yeah, and not only that, he had undergone some medical procedures, like dental procedures, and he is under my husband's health insurance. So we also had included the receipt, and then just indicating that he is under my husband's insurance. And then same thing goes with our youngest Pogi boy. Yeah, also some records from school, passport, birth certificate, copy of I-94, the vaccination. Okay, so the DS-3025 vaccination, and then some checkup receipts from previous checkups from the hospital, school enrollment information. What else?
Elementary school, whatever you have.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's a part of a baseball team or a basketball team or some kind of youth organization, submit that as well. Every little piece of evidence.
With my husband, we just brought his passport and then copy, birth certificate, and
divorce,
what else?
Employment letters from your boss. Make sure you get an employment letter stating how much you make a year, because you want to make sure you make enough to provide for your family.
Okay. The tax return transcript.
Tax return transcripts
2024
for the last year. So I have 2024.
And then
1040, of course.
W-2.
So your latest pay stubs, 2 months worth of pay stubs.
Okay. For the joint evidences, as you can see, it's so thick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna.
Joint evidences, what is that?
The married evidence.
Our names are together. That's
okay.
it. Joint accounts.
Okay. First is the marriage certificate, of course. Just don't forget to make a copy of each of these, because you want to look ready, just in case. Because some they do get the original, some they scan it. I don't know. It depends upon the interviewer.
Yeah.
So marriage certificate, health insurance, which indicates our names, as his dependents. And then this is actually this number 3 evidence is really proven to be like we're legit, that we are not fraud.
Right.
This is because I'm in his 401k. I am the spouse and the beneficiary. I'm listed. So we have that, and we also have our joint account. We have like 3 accounts, trying to build it, after the marriage. And then
get your bank account squared away.
Of course, our account bank statements since March to June, and then there's also our electrical utility, the bill, and then our car insurance, our health insurance. Of course, I mentioned our cellular provider, some receipts that has my name on it, and then our dental insurance as well.
Now, those of you that had already established electricity or so, before your wife had come to America, you can still call your electric companies. I've had a problem with mine, kind of in Texas. They can't put her name as or right next to mine on the account statement, but they have it listed on the bottom part by the mailing part with the address. So just get that. That's good enough.
That alone is okay, because that shows that we'll live together, which is, we'll live together.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to also get your lease or your mortgage under your name.
If you are renting or your mortgage, you just need to add your spouse.
Yeah, make sure you get the names.
And then we prepare.
And that's everybody, by the way. That's children too. Because sometimes some rental company, you may just have your wife listed as a resident. That's fine too. Just put them down on that, somewhere on your mortgage, somewhere on your lease agreement, put down everybody's name.
Okay. Okay. After putting everybody's name, in that lease agreement or the mortgage, if it's possible, then in his workplace, I am listed as his emergency contact. So we printed that as well, because that's also one proof that we are legitimate.
A bona fide couple,
we have a bona fide marriage. And then since we were in a long distance relationship for a long time, right? We also have provided some screenshots from 2024 and at least 2023, 2024, just a few screenshots, because
they already have the majority
I have
of stuff.
that. I have presented that in the U.S. Embassy in Manila.
Right, for the I-1, was it?
During our
29F?
interview, in Manila.
So they received all that good information, good information. But we want to go ahead and just give her additional information.
Yeah, because I have seen in some of the groups which I joined that they are asked like, hey, when you were in a long distance relationship, can I see a proof that you are communicating?
Yeah.
So just to be on the safe side, I had to print that, and also our call logs from FaceTime.
Yeah, FaceTime.
Yeah, and Messenger, whatever kind of app that you guys use for your communication. Yeah, take a screenshot of that, and of course, don't forget the details. There's some they may really look into it. Those sweet messages that you guys exchange every day. That's what they need to see. Your daily routine, even if it's in text. It's really important.
Yeah.
So, what's next, sweetheart?
When you're getting ready for that interview appointment, that date, make sure you let your employer know and take the entire day off. Don't just take a few hours off.
Yeah, he was like,
took the whole
okay.
day.
He took that leave like 4 weeks prior.
Yeah.
Because this is really important.
But there's a reason
to be there.
There's a reason why I took the entire day. Number one, you want to study, right? You're going to study way before that anyway, because you need to memorize a lot of numbers, a lot of dates, all that good stuff, specific events, and be on the same page as your spouse. Go over your lifetime together, right? Go over, hey, remember our first date? Where was that? Your second date.
Where and when? Imagine it. For us, it was 8 or almost 9 years ago, and I remember it. He doesn't. That's true.
I remember.
That's true. I mean, date-wise.
Date-wise, I don't know.
He
Forget
remembers where we went. He remembers what we did, what we eat, but he doesn't remember the dates. Like,
I know maybe the year. That's about it. But she knows the exact date.
I know
probably the time.
Not only that, because I have been through this.
Right.
during our interview.
Right.
You know,
She had to go through all that in
I
the
have
Philippines.
prepared in the Philippines, so I'm like, you know, I had to really put this inside my brain, like memorize everything, because if you are really legit, you have to know it.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, you don't want to be like, what do you call that, you know,
Well, you don't-
underprepared and just staring
You
at
want
the
it to come out
interviewer.
normal and
Not,
you want to be
yes, that
confident.
too, that
Okay,
too.
so yeah, you take that whole day off because you're going to study the day of. You're going to study, and your appointment might be at 2:00, like ours was at 2:00. All right, so it was at 2:00, 3:30 we were seeing, but we got there about 1:00. So we had some time on our hands due to, we wanted to make sure in case there was some traffic or what have you, car issues, whatever. So we get down there, we go right to the place first. Okay, there it is. There's the front door. Now let's go somewhere local and grab a cup of coffee, whatever. We went to McDonald's. It was inside the shopping plaza, and we reviewed our notes. Right, we reviewed our dates and times and all that good stuff, and places that we went to. Once that was done, then of course we go inside of the immigration office. But that's why you want to take the whole day, because it takes a long time. And then of course we waited until 3:30 p.m.
Okay, so yeah, we have been reviewing that. We have been cramming. You know, we've been together for a long time, but honestly, we've been cramming. All right, so before we go through what we have experienced during our interview, the questions that we have tried to ask each other.
So many questions.
So many questions. I know some of you are aware of that. First, you have to be ready for 3 kinds of interview, which are, interview at the same time with both of us, beneficiary or applicant and the sponsor, and then interview just the sponsor and then the beneficiary after, and then the number 3 is applicant only interview. With
So
what
there's 3
happened,
types.
with what happened to us, we'll tell you later, but be prepared for that. So of course there are questions about me, my information, questions about him, and questions about our relationship. Just the relationship questions alone, we have studied about more than 100. Some are funny, some are, that the answer obviously, but then at times we're like, okay, so what is it then? You get to take this time like a learning, what do you call that?
You're just reminding each other of what you went through.
Yeah, because
right?
at times people change. Like
People forget too.
Yeah, and not only that,
Little
before he likes, let's say, blue, but this time he would say, I like green.
Yeah, what color's her toothbrush? I was like, I don't know, mine's blue. I'm not gonna focus on her
He
toothbrush.
sees that all the time, but he was
you
like,
gotta know it.
Yeah, what was the color of your
was
toothbrush
green.
again? I was like, it's green. Even the brand of toothpaste.
Yeah, the brand of toothpaste.
Yeah, how many windows do you have in a home? You have curtains or blinds?
The flooring in your place. Do you have carpet? Do you have hardwood floors? Do you have tile?
How many rooms?
Man,
Those
so many questions you could think of. Look at these other videos. They'll share with you all the different questions.
We've learned through them. So for us, this is quite helpful in learning about each other again. And not only that, because I think they ask these personal questions because they want to know if you are living together.
Yeah.
Because a lot of couples, they have different or separate addresses. Some couples, they do have like 2 properties, 2 to 3 properties. That's why they want to know, like, if you really live together or you live separately in those properties.
Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty, right? Because there's really not much more except for what questions were asked.
Yeah.
How did you present yourself when you walked into the office? So let's talk about that for a moment.
Okay.
How did you represent yourself when you were in the waiting room and they called your number? Okay. So they called our number.
First was, of course, we enter the
was it, K?
facility.
What
We
was your
enter
number?
the facility, and then of course you have to go
Okay,
through
the
a
security. All right. It's like the
course.
airport.
Yeah, our interview schedule was 2 p.m. We arrived in the area in the parking lot like 1 hour before or 1.5 hours
about 1
before.
o'clock.
We tried to enter the facility after our McDonald's meal,
Right.
a light meal.
Until our study group, right?
Yeah, and then once we entered, we were told by the security officer that, okay, we can let you in, but we have to remind you that there's like a waiting time.
Yeah.
Even if you come here early, if your appointment is at 2 o'clock,
You're gonna
after
wait.
2 o'clock, you have to wait for like 90. The maximum
Possibly.
waiting time would be like 90 minutes.
Yeah, you might get your appointment right on the dot, or you got to wait all the way until 90 minutes later. And then at the 90th minute, you go up to the front desk and you remind them that you're there for your interview.
Okay, so what we did is we went back to the car, and then we waited for another 30 minutes, which is 1:30, right? That time, 1:30, and then we said hello to the same security officer again. So of course, we
Took
had
off your shoes.
Yeah, shoes. I took off my shoes, everybody's shoes,
Empty your
all
gear.
the jewelry,
Take off your
pockets,
belts.
belt,
Like the airport. Of course, now the airport's a little different, but as far as their technology, it's not as advanced as the airport nowadays. So you still got to take off your shoes, take off your belts, any medals, stuff like that.
And then after that, we had we were asked to go to like a counter, like a check-in counter,
Good.
wherein they took a photo of me
Just for her.
and then my K2, and also they have to check if it's really your interview date. You have to give them the paper, your interview appointment notice. You have to give it to them, and then after that they will give you a number. And we were like 170 something.
But now we have our K2s, one's a minor, one's not.
Yeah,
So
they did not receive any notification of interview. I am the only one who received a notification of interview.
That's good
And I
information.
think that's normal because I have also searched like why don't they have their
own-
separate notice through email or mail. But then, yeah, I guess they are my derivative, so they are included. So
Yep.
we brought them with us just to be sure.
So the biometrics, the real quick biometrics of taking a picture and a fingerprint.
And your fingerprint
That's only
also.
for the adult K2,
And the
Glenn,
minor, which is under 14 years
Under
old,
14,
yeah,
they don't
they
do
don't
anything,
need
right?
a photo.
They're just
ask
there.
for the name.
Yeah.
And not only that, I only have the appointment letter, but I noticed that when he was checking for my K2's name, he was looking at like a paper for like the name of applicants for that day, and they were there. Their names were listed. And so we were told to just wait, go to the waiting area, and we enter a waiting area that's
It's packed.
it's packed.
Yeah, there's a lot of families in there.
Families.
So
and-
we right away we got lucky. We found 4 chairs in a row. So
yeah.
we got our seats and we sat there and we waited. Right. We reviewed our notes and I was questioning her, like not too loud because you don't know who's sitting next to you, and plus you don't want to share your personal information, right? So I'm like, hey, listen, it was this date, right?
Yeah,
it was
right.
that
From
date.
start to finish of
So
our
that
waiting
was it,
period.
man. Non-stop questioning over and over. I'm telling you,
Because we admit I'm bad with dates too.
I'm terrible at dates. Okay, so finally, boom, our number was called. Yay!
We are the last family
Now with me,
to be called.
I'm sure you guys are out there too that have interviewed people before in your life, whatever you've done, job-wise or whatever. So you go back on that foundation. Okay, what do I look at when I'm interviewing somebody? And that's what I was really focused on. So I kind of prepped our family. Say, hey, look, when they call our number, here's what we should do. So
Our
our youngest was on the outside of the aisle. So I directed him. I said, listen, when they call us, just get up and smile, look nice, look happy, like you're happy to be here, and you walk and you lead that way around, like just kind of show them which way to go. And then as the man of the family, you stay back, let your wife go, let your other son go, or what have you, and just kind of let the pack go and you go behind them. Look happy, smile, because you are anyway, but of course you're like,
even
oh my
though-
God, I want
even
this
though we're
over, and you're
nervous.
stressed out, right, and you're nervous. So when you meet the examiner, say, hello, how are
Just
you?
be polite.
Be pleasant, have manners. If you're not from America, look at American culture, be polite, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Shaking hands wasn't necessary. I think she had her hands full, so we didn't shake her hand.
Yeah, and I don't think they do that too.
Probably not because so many people. But either way, get ready to shake a hand if that's the case. But anyway, that wasn't necessary. And she said, oh, hello, sorry for the
she
wait.
greeted us because she knew that we were there for
For
a
a
long
while.
time. We were waiting. The first thing she said was, oh, I'm sorry, I heard you guys were
Yeah.
waiting for a long time. And the first thing she said was, I honestly don't know about your case at all because it was just given to me like 10 minutes before I called you guys.
Yeah, so she's
like,
didn't
come
know
on,
nothing.
come on.
So in my back of my head,
I'll explain it to you when we get there. Come on, let's walk.
in the back of my head, I'm thinking, well, that's good, or that could be bad, because you don't know. It's like, oh my God, well, she just received it 10 minutes ago. Does that mean she's going to drill us? Or does that mean...
He's just going to study it
Yeah,
just
who
the
knows?
time that we were there during the interview, so we don't know if it's going to take long.
The anxiety.
Yeah, but then honestly, our interviewer, she's so pleasant.
She was very nice.
She is, God is good.
Yeah. So when we walked down the hallway into her office, she right away directed us where to sit. And kind of stand back. Let her be the director, right? It's her office. Have the office etiquette. Don't just sit into a chair.
Yeah.
Stand there politely and kind of wait for her direction.
And not only that, she actually instructed us, okay, you cannot sit yet because I would like for you to guys to
You gotta swear in.
raise your hand.
Yep. Raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. I do, so I do. And then
afterwards,
after that,
she
you
let us
sit down where she directed you to sit. And don't sit back in the chair and put your leg up. Man, sit there like you're at an interview because that's what you're doing. You want this job. That's how you got to look at it. You want this job. You want them to hire you. So you sit there and you are looking right in the eyes and you're waiting for that first question to pop out of her head. Now, what I did, I'm going to tell you what I did, and then Gwen will tell you what she did. Now, Gwen right away starts putting stuff down, but she's going to tell you more about that. What I did is, okay, I know she's looking at Gwen, number one, because Gwen's got her hands full of all these items, right?
Like
And
this was so thick.
and I got my army bag full of a bunch of other documents and pictures and whatnot. So I set down all of the pamphlets that were created for each subject. So I put it down here. For an example, lease agreement or mortgage, boom. Marriage pictures, boom. Recent photographs, boom. And then Gwen, insurance, joint account, bank account. She had it all listed, taxes, all the way down on this lady's desk, nicely placed. Okay, sorry.
Okay,
I go.
no, it's all right.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first question that popped up was...
Oh, it was mine, right? She asked me, oh no, your
Okay.
name. Was it your name?
No, it's like... Okay, can you tell me your name?
Oh, that's right. She goes,
Yeah.
tell me your name. And then I said my name. And then Gwen said
then-
hers. And then she goes, how'd y'all
Yeah.
meet?
Not that yet.
Was-
Come
are
on,
you
but-
sure?
Yeah, I think he asked for your job.
No, that was after.
That was after.
Yeah, the first
See,
question-
you forgot now. It was so recent that
The
we
first
forgot it.
question she said, of course she's asking, what is your name?
Yeah.
Gwen said her name. What is your name? I said my name. And then she's typing away.
Yeah, and our
she's
our date of birth too.
Okay, yeah, our information, our
she
personal
wanted
info.
to confirm our date of birth, and then
Now she's typing, right?
she was
She's like-
typing. Yeah,
she's doing her thing. She's reading. She's going through her own
because she
paperwork.
She doesn't really know. Our
She just got our case,
Mm-hmm.
so she's still probably typing in the case number. I don't know. So she's doing that, and
then-
as she's doing that, she kind of glances over at me.
So how did
So how did y'all meet?
She was so nice.
Yeah, and so
It
I'm
was
like,
very
oh,
nice.
and I told her how we met. And then after I told her how we met, she goes, okay, and she's just, and I didn't want to go too much into it, just something simple and basic. I met her this way, and then it was, I didn't even say a date.
We didn't even tell her how long we were together.
I didn't tell her a
initially.
date.
Yeah.
She didn't ask me when or nothing. She just said, how did you all meet? And I said, oh, we met by boom. And then I was quiet. I didn't say no more.
And yeah.
And then she was typing away. There was more airspace than anything else
Yeah,
because she was
it's
too
like
busy
it's-
typing. And so I'm thinking, okay, give me the next question. And she just sat there typing away.
So she turned to me and then asked me, "Do you have any kids?" Of course,
Yep,
if you
she's-
have the kids, my K2s are seated behind us. So that's her desk, and then my husband and I, and then the kids behind us. There's like 2 chairs for them, and then afterwards she asked for their names and confirmed their age, their date of birth, and also. While she's asking that, she was asking also for, she also asked for any health insurance. Yeah, because she's multitasking.
She's not even looking at us, really.
Yeah, asking questions and at the same time trying to get the evidence from us. So the documents that she asked was the birth certificate of the K2s, and then if we have the health insurance.
Health insurance, because she's scanning them all.
Yeah, and not only that, we provided the health insurance, even though she wasn't asking about our car insurance. I also provided that. And of course, the most important thing I think that she had scanned is his 401k. She scanned that, and that's it.
And the divorce decrees.
Divorce decrees.
Yeah, she's
Are you really married?
yeah, and she scanned them as well. So she scanned all those documents, which wasn't many, and but the scanner took a long time. It was like she was like, oh yeah, it's a slow system.
True.
You know,
So it was awkward silence.
it was a lot of silence in that room, and then of course we're like, you know, and don't forget, now you smile and look pleasant and sit on the edge of that seat. Don't sit back. You're at the interview. You want this job.
Okay, and then afterwards, of course, he was asked. She asked my husband about his job. Where does he work?
Where do I work?
What do you do? And then
I explained to her what I do for a living.
And then she was trying to build rapport.
She actually did. She gave me a funny question. She's like, she made a statement that was kind of funny, and I accepted this statement. And I don't want to say it because it's personal, right?
Yeah.
But she made a statement, and I said, oh yeah, you know. And then I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, what do I do? Do I just let it go like that? I should have, really, but I said something after that. And they always tell you, don't be sarcastic, don't joke around. But she's the one who started it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, I have a good rapport going. I don't want to ruin it. So I did make a statement afterwards, which was a good statement. It wasn't a bad one. And she kind of grinned and smiled a little bit. And then she just kept on typing away or whatever. And I shut up after that. I was like, okay, that's enough.
Okay.
And I'm sure Gwen in her head was going, why would you say that? But it is what it is. You know, it worked out.
Okay, and then afterwards, I know she was looking at the papers that we have laid on the table, and then she asked us about the photos, right? Because she saw like a thick album.
Oh my gosh.
2 kinds of photo books.
I should have actually.
Yeah, and she was,
should get
it's
them.
all right.
All right.
It's like as thick as this.
It's a lot of photos.
You know, like, the 400 insert photos, like the album.
A photo album, basic photo album.
Like
and
it's 400 photos in there.
But Gwen had actually made through photo, what is that place called?
I made a photo book from the Philippines, and not only that, our wedding photo book, we had it ordered from here. So we had that, we brought that, but then she was looking at it like
a
that's
book.
a lot. Yeah, that's a lot for me to look at. So she said, please pick 3 photos.
Bud, you pick one for yourself. Gwen, you pick one for yourself, and then you both can agree on the third picture.
Yeah.
So I right away just I didn't care which picture. I was nervous, right?
What did you show her?
I showed her a picture of me.
Our wedding.
Oh, was it a wedding?
Yeah,
See, I
our
don't know.
wedding photo.
Okay, our wedding photo. I was like, oh, that's right. It was a wedding
ceremony.
photo. And we showed her the wedding, and then after the wedding, Gwen had showed her picture.
I showed a photo of Bud and I, our first meeting in the Philippines.
Okay.
You know, way back 2017. We were young. And then the third photo was a family photo of me, my 2 kiddos, and then of course my husband. That was also like 80 years ago.
Yeah,
7
and the boys
years
look
ago.
so much younger.
They are so little.
Especially the little guy.
And when she saw that, she looked at my youngest and she's like, you're a baby here, look at you now, how old are you? And then of course my boy said like, yeah, I'm already 10, and she was like, wow, you've grown. So with regards to photos, that's the only
That's it.
photos, 3 photos among the hundreds of photos.
So
that
if you look back
got.
on what she needed or what she had done, well, okay, first of all, any other questions that she gave you?
She had, after that, after the photos, of course, she turned to me and asked me the security questions. But before the security questions, of course, she asked me like, have you been married? And I said, yes. She turned to me and she asked me like, okay, your what do you call that? Your previous marriage, and also when were you divorced? And then have you, the yes and no security questions. And of course, I was asked if I have applied for a visa before, and I applied for a visa before and I was denied. But I answered truthfully because they have a record of everything.
That's a big one. A lot of people need to know that. You need to tell the truth.
Tell the truth. You cannot lie for your previous denials. Any case that you have, because once they type your name it's gonna show there. And remember, you are under oath.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and this is your last chance.
You're
you know?
under oath. So yeah,
But
always tell the truth.
I'll point out one thing. You know, her denial was 20-something years ago.
20 years
so,
ago.
And I told Gwen, I said, they're going to ask you about this, right? So when you do say anything about it, don't forget to add in, it was 20-something years ago. Add that long, timeline. So she can say, wow, that was a long time ago, you know?
Not only that, when she asked the reason of the denial, and then she had also asked, like, what happened to the U.S. Embassy? What happens with your interview in the Philippines? And I said, yes, they approved me. They gave me a visa.
They asked me a question, I answered it, and they approved me.
Yeah, they approved me.
She was quick about the answer, too. She didn't go on and on and on.
Yeah,
even though it's a scary part, because that's a scary situation right there, because now you're being faced with, oh, no, this could be the denial right here for us.
But I haven't done anything wrong. And I answered truthfully, and then what else did she ask?
Once that was it, she kind of like, okay, she understood. She kept on typing away.
Yeah, and then also like, if you're a member of some certain
communist group or any kind of
security
terrorism,
even like experience with
any kind of military training, any kind of arms training, anything that looks like it could be a red flag. She asked that question. And of course, Gwen's answers were truthful, and she said, no.
The first thing she asked was like, have you been arrested? Have you been convicted of any crime? What else? A lot of questions like, security wise,
right?
And also for my K2, because one of our K2s is already an adult.
So they asked some questions as well. Do you have any firearm training? Have you been involved in any kind of terrorism groups or whatever? So, no, that's the truth.
Which is
and
true.
if you, so that's that.
Just don't forget, never lie, because they will find out.
Yeah.
You know what? In one of the groups, just to mention, because of, some might be thinking that, I was denied before, I don't want to tell it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good that you're saying something about it.
You can't do that, because one mistake of your BS 160 and also filing out the forms, if you say no there, like especially with the denials, if you don't admit that you've been denied before, that's going to be a question, and it's difficult to answer. It's difficult to be like caught in a situation where why did you not mention that?
Yeah.
What was wrong? What did you do? So I just mentioned it. I answered.
And I'll say one thing: review your 485.
You have to
before you go there.
Yeah.
Bring a copy with you before you go there. We should have probably said that earlier, but make sure you review it and make sure everything is still correct. Addresses, past history, whatever. And if there is a correction that needs to happen, right away let them know.
True, like typo error, and
that's it. Let them know.
Let them know right away so that they can correct it for you.
And it shows integrity anyway.
What else happened?
That was really, in a nutshell, the only question the guy gets, the only question that I received was, what is your name? And how did you meet? And who do you work for?
That's it.
3 questions.
Yeah.
Out of all that nonsense of birthdays and dates and
laughing.
foods that I ate, where does she put her socks and what drawer, all that craziness. 3 questions. And Gwen received more than I did.
Yeah, more of security questions.
More security than anything else.
Yeah, but then just personal questions about me, just my name,
about
my
me?
date.
No.
Yeah, name, my date of birth, and then my K2's name and the date of birth. Other than that,
boom. And then she did
nothing
say,
else.
and then at the end, she's like, okay, guys, well, go ahead.
Before we forget, okay, since we arrived through a K1 and K2 visa, our medical is already done in the Philippines, which was, I think, same month or June or July of 2024. So after all the questions, she was asking also for, no, she did not ask. She was like, I do not have your medical records. And I said, oh, ma'am, I do have a copy of our vaccination records from the Philippines because we did it there already. And she's like, no, I don't need that. I would want to get it from the office. Did she mention specific office?
No, she didn't say.
Did not. But yeah, she said she needs to obtain that. And then after obtaining that is the time.
She'll make a decision.
She'll make a decision.
Right.
And then she would let us know through an email or call. She actually confirmed my email address and my phone number. And what else happened? Now
She
trying-
she said, once I'll receive that information of your medical records, or I won't, and then I'll make my decision on what's going on. You may have to go and get your medical taken again.
Yeah, and you were like, oh,
that's like double the
another-
money.
Yeah, another
Because in the Philippines, it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, and we just decided to wait, be optimistic, and just pray.
Okay, so that was on the 14th of July. Did we
14th.
go over that timeline?
Yeah,
This
that was
part?
the interview was July 14th.
We scheduled it.
Yeah, it was scheduled May
It was scheduled
27,
for us
yeah.
on the 27th. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, then the 14th. And then
14th was the interview, and then, so yeah, we came back home.
came back
Then
home. Well, we went to Jollibee.
Yeah,
had-
we went to Jollibee.
We didn't video that one, but we went to Jollibee and kind of just like relax a little bit after that intense interview, right? 3 questions and whatever she had. Not much at all.
The intense interview.
Yeah. Then 2 days later, Gwen checks
so that's July 14, our interview, and then July 15, one day after, I checked my USCIS account.
2 days after.
No,
I thought you said
15. I checked my USCIS
Oh,
account.
okay.
I saw nothing, no movement at all. And then July 16 in the morning, I checked it. Maybe around 8 o'clock when I woke up, there's none. But when my husband came home from work, I was checking it. And then
I got home that day about 4 p.m., 3 p.m.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but then after that, like maybe around 5 o'clock, I saw it. It was there. It says case approved. So we're like, baby.
Yeah, so it was done, approved. And then
Approved. Thank
she told us
God.
once it is approved, and it's been approved, of course, it'll take 2 to 3 weeks before you get the visa in the mail. So we are currently on the green card. What did I say?
visa.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I hope it comes here early.
2 to 3 weeks, she's going to receive her green card in the mail. So that was this past, Tuesday?
Monday, 14th.
Monday the 14th. So Wednesday was when you got approved.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 to 3 weeks after this past Wednesday. So we're still sitting on the first week.
Okay.
All right.
And not only that, before we left the room, she made us sign like a paper that says or gives us instruction that we have to renew our green card or remove the conditions of the green card, because since we just got married recently, she can only give us 2 years. And after that, we have to remove the conditions on the green card. And I didn't take that as a hint that we are approved, but why would she give us?
I did. Yeah, I mean, I thought positive about it. I'm like, why would she show us, or why would she say that to us?
Yeah, and she let us sign, and then she gave us the paper. Like, okay, this is what you're gonna do before the green card expires.
But I'll be honest, I think she saw how long we've been together. I think she saw how we developed all of our proof on her table, the way we had put it out, like I already stated, bold black letters. She can read it from her desk. She sees we're squared away. We had all these pictures from when the kids were young and getting older, and she saw us in our pictures, and I knew right away I think she had a good feel like, okay, these guys are definitely a bona fide couple.
Yeah.
They're not lying, obviously, right?
I think she knows they are trained to spot fraud
Yeah.
marriages and then the legit ones. So
I think really she just wanted our ducks in order for the medical, and she knew that was going to be a pass.
not only that, she was really nice.
Yeah, she was sweet.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you're watching this, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
My
Well,
goodness.
She knows right away. The moment, even I know they have cameras there.
Yeah, maybe. And she saw us probably.
Yeah.
That's I wanted to say that too. While we're in the waiting room, don't forget you are a family, right?
We were joking actually while we were in the office. Baby, let's cuddle.
Let's all cuddle.
Let's cozy up.
Yeah, we told the kids like, come on, let's all get in a group cuddle.
But just to remove the tension,
Yeah.
because we were waiting, and
And
it
then
actually helped.
Yeah, it did. So that's it, guys. We're approved with
We
our
are
green card.
approved. God is good.
God is good.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Thank you for for all the videos like this.
Yeah,
It's
all you guys we watched out
informative.
there.
Yeah, we watch different kinds of videos.
Good videos. I think we're the first video that said we only had 3 questions, right? Oh, the guy anyway. But her, she really only had. You only had.
I
a
only
few
have
either.
just my
The main thing was
previous-
the security. That was it. Yeah, her previous
Visa.
Visa. Your
My name.
divorce decree. Your
Yeah.
name.
date of birth.
And that was it.
Yeah, it's for the K2s, name and date of birth only. I heard that other K2s, they do have like how does your step parent or step,
how do they treat you?
Yeah, how
right?
do they treat you? Other personal, but I do believe that they don't really rely on that because they do base on the relationship of the applicant and the beneficiary and the sponsor rather.
Yeah, and that's it. Don't interrupt the person who's interviewing you. Don't be sarcastic. Don't make up jokes. Unless they build a rapport with you, like she did with me. That was a little gray area. I wouldn't have done that if I wouldn't have said anything to her if she did not say or request something from me or say something to me. All right, so that's probably going to do it. That's the Saved by the Bell. We're going to go. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. We'll try our best to get back to you. Remember to subscribe. I know my channel is Trucking with Bud.
That's his channel, but it's going to be like our channel.
Yeah, it's going to be our channel. I'm probably going to have to change the name, so I hope I don't lose any viewers. We'll see. But you will see myself, beautiful Gwen, and our boys.
Beautiful.
And she's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
All right. So, stay tuned.
Yeah,
if you're not a subscriber,
watching.
come on, subscribe to our channel.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You can
Give
do
a
it.
thumbs up.
Yeah.
All right. Follow us.
I hope.
Follow us on the YouTube. You will see us more and more, I promise. Thank you for you loyal subscribers out there. You guys know who you are. I always respond back to you in a comment. Give a question. It'll be either Gwen or I.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have learned something from our interview experience.
That's
and,
right. Oh, the dress code.
The dress code, all right.
Sorry, forgot the dress code.
Oh, that you remember that because
Yeah.
of course you're entering a government facility. It's an office. It's an interview.
It's a job interview. That's how you have to look at it. It's a job interview. Business casual.
Business casual.
I wore slacks and I wore a button-up shirt. So did my boys. And Gwen wore a very nice dress.
Alrighty.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
And see you in our next video. Maybe we'll try to discuss different steps that we took also. Bye.
You better kiss me back.